So before we start this presentation, I just want to give everyone listening a little description of what our project is about and its purpose. So Bentley Adventures is a reservation system that Bentley employees will be able to use to view available equipment, create reservations, and check in and check out reserved items. And this is for recreation up in Nevada so that they can rent kayaks, skis, snow boots, etc. So the normal user flow, a normal user will be able to browse items, filter those items, and sort those items by different criteria. They'll be able to reserve the items for a desired date range and check in and check out said items. Now, an administrator will have elevated privileges. They will have all the normal user functionality in case they want to reserve something, but they'll also be able to view the inventory, reservations, and user databases, as well as sort those, filter them, and edit them to their will. We also have CSV import and export so that you can both import inventory lists or item lists or even a user list. And you can also export reports in order for reporting if you need to see what was checked in and what was checked out at a certain time. So now we'll start the presentation. Hello guys, we are Team 10, and today we're presenting you our project, Bentley Adventures. This is for the class CS426, which is our senior project in computer science. We developed this throughout 2022 and 2023, and we are working within the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at the University of Nevada Reno. In Team 10, we have team members myself, Chandler Martin, Jason Brown, Jeffrey Carson, and Jonathan Chavarria. So we're going to go ahead and begin your adventure, and I will pass it off to Jason.
Yeah, so this is the landing page. Just a pretty picture of Lake Tahoe, and this is what a user sees when they are not logged in. So a user seeing this for the first time, click begin your adventure, and they could register here. I have autofill happening here, but and then we also have password encryption, and you can show that password if you want. I'll type Jason, and you can see that you can hide it or show it, and the normal password of confirming your password and such. And then if you do have an account already, you can click on that. You can, I'm gonna log in as a regular user right now. So Ashley Campbell is a regular user, not an administrator. Once I click login, you notice the navigation bar show browse and my reservations page. These are the tabs that are available for a regular user. And so here we land on the browse page, and I'll pass it off to Chandler to discuss this a bit more.
So on your browse page, you're going to see all the items available for you to rent. And they're paginated, so you can click through the pages if there's enough items to go over and see the next page of items. We also have our filters on the top, as you can see, reservation start, reservation end. You can put in specific dates to filter by which items are available in the time you want to reserve. So as you can see, we're going to put in a date range and items available will show. We can also filter by category, and we can select a category and items will be reflected. We can also filter by condition or refresh all categories. So we're going to go ahead and refresh them, and it will wipe the board clean. And then we can also search for a specific item. So we're going to go ahead and put in our categories and search for that item. And then we can go ahead and click on it to see more information on it. And I'm going to pass this off to Jeff to talk about our item page.
Thanks, Chandler. So this is the page that the user will find themselves on after they've selected an item from the browse page. As you can see, there's a big image so the user can see the item that they're viewing in a lot of detail. And you can see the name of the item, a description, a condition, and the availability of the item. As you look further down, on the left-hand side, we have comments. Users can leave comments, and these are user specific, and it tracks what date they were entered as well. And also we have to the right, the user can view available dates to reserve the item and also select dates that they want to reserve as well. And Bentley actually laid out some criteria for us to hit when making these reservations. For instance, reservations cannot be longer than 2 weeks. And reservations cannot be made up to 3 months in advance. And there's a few other checks, like we can't make reservations in the past, obviously. And so what we've done here is we've laid it out very clearly. The only dates that are available are going to be selectable, and all the other dates are not. And so from here, you can click reserve item, and this will reserve the item for the user. And it takes you to the My Reservations page where you can see that new reservation that has just been added. And from here, the user can view and manage their past, current, and upcoming reservations. And as you can see right now, this user only has upcoming reservations, but it just shows just some detail about these reservations. So like I said, the user can manage it better. They can cancel reservations if they want. They can also view items. And yeah, now I'm going to pass it off to Jason to talk about some of our extended admin functionality.
Yeah, and I'll pass that back to you once we get logged into a different account that has current and past reservations as well.
Okay, perfect.
Now that was the normal user path, and now I'm going to log in as an administrator. So here it's remembering my password. It's just Jason and Jason. So I'm logging in as that. This is just an administrator that I have on my database. And so what is different is, although we have the browse and the my reservations page, we also have the inventory, reservations, and users page. So I'll talk about those in 1 second, just after Jeff can finish up talking about the my reservations page.
Of course. Thank you, Jason. So here we can see our current reservations. And what's different about a current reservation is if a user is within this window, then that means that they can physically check out the item. And so we have a checkout button. When the user clicks this, when they physically take the item, and once they are done using the item, they can click check in, and they will be prompted to like leave a review, and they can also cancel a reservation as well, a current reservation as well, if they so desire.
So there we've added a comment for the sled that we have just checked in. So next I'll talk about the admin pages, the administration pages. We have 3 of them, so that the administrators of Bentley, Nevada, or Bentley Adventures can view snapshots of their current inventory database, their users, and general activity regarding reservations. So the first one is inventory. Next we have reservations page and users. I'll go through all of these in a little bit of detail. So in the inventory page, you can see that each item has an ID, a name, a category, an availability, a condition, and whether they're checked out or not. And then actions like viewing a specific item. And then you can see that from this administrator item view, you can see a table of current reservations regarding this item, or a table of all reservations regarding this item, actually. And you can see that from the 4th to the from the 6th to the 10th of April, you can see that this is actually reserved. So this is an administrator's view of checking which items are reserved or not. Going back to the inventory table page, you can edit items, you can delete items, you can, I'll delete ski poles. So that's deleted from the database. You can create an item. I'll create just an example, a snorkel. And of category water sports, current availability. Let's make it available and like new. So I do have an image of this. You can select an image from your computer, preview the image before you upload it, and create that item. So we can fix that routing, but you can see that snorkel was created and added to the database. So next up, you can also copy the ID of each of these items. Each of these items has a unique ID, and that is the same for users. And you can click the button right next to that to search for an item, and that finds that specific item. And then if you can also search for any reservations pertaining to that item. And the same goes for users. So if I copy the ID of Jason, I can search for Jason. And then if I go to reservations, I can also search for reservations with the user Jason. So you can also filter by category, by condition, by availability. You can import items, which I'll do now. You can, so just finding this CSV page file. So I'm uploading a Okay, there you go. So I uploaded a CSV file in bulk, just with temporary values surf 1, 2, and 3. And you can see that it added those items to the database. And if we go to browse, we don't yet have items or images added for those, but they're added to the database. And then finally, you can export a CSV, and you can apply these filters if you'd like to or not. So if I want to export only winter sports items, I can export the CSV. And as you can see, it exports a table of only the winter sports items. So the reports are fully functioning, and this is the same for reservations and users, you know, aside from a few sorting functionality here and there. So that's administration. And another kind of cool functionality that this project has that just is a little bit over the top is dark mode. So I'll let Chandler talk about that.
So thank you, Jason. So yeah, we have dark mode within our project. So Jason's going to go ahead and hit that toggle. And we tried to keep the color scheme the same, but give the same feel, but also make it look appealing in dark mode. So as you can see, still have your Bentley green, except the logo is just going to be inverted. It's a nice white contrast with that gray, but you can still see hints of green all the way across the project. Still looks like the same page, it's a little bit different. This dark mode is applied on every single page. And to reset that, you just go back to your profile page, which Jason can go ahead and do now. And he'll talk to you about profiles.
Yeah, so I'm just clicking through, and you can see the dark mode on all of this. Quite pleasing. And then back to profile, you can turn off the dark mode or turn it back on, whichever you prefer. And then the last addition that we have is profile pictures. So as you can see, when you click on an item, these comments, each of these images next to the comments are actually profile pictures. So, and then the way that you can change the profile pictures is by selecting one of the pre-selected avatars. So we have plans to add more in the future, but right now, they're just kind of fun pictures. You can add a monkey, dog, this cartoon guy, panda, skull, smiley, and then you can save that profile picture for yourself. And yeah, I'm going to turn off dark mode, and that's our project. Thank you for watching.